Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back to another episode of reaction to Chainsaw Man. This is Fruit, my name is Matt. Hello, what's up? So, last time on Chainsaw Man, what happened? We had a very sussy situation right there at the end, very sus. Himeno took Denji back home, and she is on top of him. Well, she laid next to him at the end and asked him a very simple question, which will determine a lot of things, I guess. But yes, I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm hoping that it doesn't go all the way. I had my running theory that Makima's gonna show up and just fucking murder her right there and then. I don't know exactly how this is gonna go, but we'll see. Okay. But yeah, last time we got out of the Eternity Devil fight. Oh, something I want to correct myself on, because it's something I realized and then I forgot about, but this is a very cool thing and very important to bring up. It's very metal. It's the fact that Denji basically forced the Eternity Devil into killing itself, because I was thinking like, well, the Eternity Devil did have like an end that you could reach, and the answer is, well, not really. What happened is exactly what Denji said would happen. He made him experience so much extreme pain for such a prolonged period of time that eventually the Eternity Devil was just like, fuck it, kill me, please kill me, and just gave him his heart and was like, please just kill me quick. So that's really cool. I forgot about it, but that was really cool, so I just wanted to bring that up again. They got out of that place, and then we had the main course of the episode, which was the entire Squadron 4 as well as another squadron, I think. They all went out for drinks and some food outside, and it was fun. And then Makima showed up, and then Himeno puked in Denji's mouth. Let us begin. Episode 8. What's up? Alright, so Patreon, check out the Patreon link in the description below or the button on the screen right here. You can directly support the channel so I can continue doing this every week, and check out the full reactions that I upload over there as well in case you want to watch the entire episode alongside me. But anyway, that is going to be it. So, Chainsaw Man episode 8, season 1 episode 8, let's go. Oh, is this like right before? I guess it is. Aww. Aww. I kind of really like this. Okay. I kind of really like this. Really wondering where this is gonna go then. Like, there has to be a reason for this scene. I mean, we get to see more into Himeno. We also get to have a non-dressing scene, but I don't think that's the point. Then she hears him. Yeah, this is what we saw. Okay. Oh, POV, you are Himeno. Now you're on the other side. POV, you're about to groom a kid. We still haven't seen that, like, angel that we see. Do what? Well, she said it. I was hoping she would say play Monopoly or something. Bruh. Yo, maybe I don't want to watch this episode. Okay. Are we backwards in time? She has it. That's an indirect kiss, according to Denji logic. Okay, nothing happened. I think. Oh. Yeah. Hi. Yo, a lot of things happened last night. Oh. Yeah, yes, they do. They do, Himeno-san. They do that shit. Yep. Because that way, Aki won't get with Makima. Wow! This makes sense. Wow! I see. This is kind of cool. I really like that. Alright. Oh, I don't like how well this train sequence is animated. Oh, hey, Makima's on the train. A weird moment of Makima saying things that is not like a conversation. What was that? Is this an assassination attempt or something? Yep. Okay. What the f- What? Not even an attempt. What the f- Okay. That threw me off. I have no idea what's gonna happen in the show now. Okay, we're following this people now. Why is this music so eerie? What was that? Oh, I see. Y'all about to get assassinated. What the fuck? What the fuck? I mean, they're coming for them now then. Y'all really not fuck? Yeah, like that has to be an assassin of sorts. Only a handful. Oh. Oh! Yeah, that's the guy who fucked my life up. Oh! What the f- Thank you, power. Cone. Thank you, Fox Devil. Are we all injured? Denji got shot in the head, but I don't think he's dead. Through Pochita magic or some shit, he's gonna be fine. Himeno is what worries me. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Sure. He's gonna use the katana! He's the only one that can fight. Oh god. Oh! 3? Okay. Oh. 2. Ichi. Oh, it's a curse. 0. You're gone. That's so cool! What the fuck? A demon just took his soul. And also you just gave away I don't know how much of your life. Please so much is fine. Okay. Oh, that's true. He didn't mention the Gun Devil. Gun Devil agents? The Curse Devil. Another person. Shit. What? Okay, he's back. He looked too cool to just be gone immediately. What are her powers? The Resurrection Devil or whatever. Oh my god. Denji, we need you. We need you. I need anyone to just Just do anything. Power go. Do something. Ghost Devil. Y'all can't do nothing? Can you sacrifice another part of your body for more ghost power? Oh. Okay, fucking
アキ君は泣くことができる。デビルハンターは身近な死に慣れすぎて涙が出なくなる。でもアキ君はすぐ泣く。あれだけ思って泣いてもらえたら嬉しいだろうな。
This is gonna be real fuck. He's watching this happen too.
アキ君は死なないでね。私が死んだ時さ、泣いてほしいから。ベビー、丸の。
God fucking damn it!
帰れ。
Fuck this piece of shit show. And it's no redeeming qualities. She's gone. This outro's really good. I don't even want to watch it. Just let me listen to it. The song is good, the animation is good. What the fuck do you want me to say? I'm basically thinking about other shit right now. I'll have to go back and rewatch this outro later after I'm done processing everything else. It's cool that we see Aki like actually grieving, which is kind of what she was saying right there at the end. Yo, my best friend. Yo, I just watched Chainsaw Man. We're just gonna be done with that, okay? I'm gonna go and talk about this episode now. I don't know if my glasses are broken or not. I don't feel like go looking for them. Okay, so fuck whatever I don't know, man. Like this couple previous episodes, I was like trying to figure out where the fuck we were gonna go or what was gonna happen. And like I got like completely blindsided, like 100%. I have no fucking clue what we're doing anymore. I just know that like one of my two favorite characters is literally blinked out of existence. So, okay, something I gotta tell you guys like right away before we like talk about this episode. Like, I'm recording this episode like a couple hours after it came out, and my friend came back from work. My friend who I always talk to about with Chainsaw Man came back from work, and they were like, okay, I'm gonna watch Chainsaw Man. And I was like, cool, have fun. And then they told me, please watch Chainsaw Man. And I was like, is it that bad? Like, is it that urgent? And my friend was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, cool. Maybe something important is gonna happen. And I don't, dude, like, okay, I'm processing what the fuck just went down, because a lot of things went down. You know what's really interesting too? Like yesterday or like 2 days ago, I saw like an image that was being passed around that apparently was like a least liked characters like poll, that like the Chainsaw Man manga did at one point, and I think Himeno was the least liked character in all of Chainsaw Man, and I was like, I mean, I really like her like a lot. So I was like wondering like, why is that? And I just kind of like gave the benefit of the doubt to people. I was like, well, maybe Himena's gonna, well, first of all, she's gonna groom a kid, and second, she's gonna do a lot of other fucked up shit or whatever, to warrant that thing. And that's not the case. She's kind of like cemented herself as like one of the most greatest fucking characters in the show. Like even moving forward, like she's still like so fucking good that I don't think I can change that. But that's also personal taste, but also whatever the fuck happened in this episode was too good. And it was also fucked and I hated it. But okay, so we got Devil Hunter Order 66. We got Himeno nearing herself out of existence. That's actually what my friend told me just now. I'm talking with my friend as we speak. I mean, I shouldn't, right? I need to record, but my friend told me that, and I was like, yeah, that's actually true. She did near herself out of existence. And we got Swordman. Okay. So every time I'm watching the opening, right, and I start noticing things that I didn't notice before. And those two characters that we saw here, I saw in the OP before, and I was like, who are they, you know? And there's also Swordman. Swordman shows up in the OP, like, right before you see Denji and Power dancing, which is why he always registers in my mind. But I didn't remember Swordman. I only remember, like the hat and something swinging behind him and him doing, like, a post. Now I know... Well, I don't know anything about him. I just know that he appeared, and he... What the fuck just happened? Like, sorry, I don't even know where to begin. Let's pick one topic and let's focus on it. So, this guy shows up, and I think he's the son of the Yakuza that Denji killed. Well, the zombie devil killed. But then Denji got fucked up by him. But was he the son? I think he said he was the son. He got taken care of by him at least, and he referred to him as like one of the good ones. Heart of Gold Yakuza. I understand that. I played the Yakuza series at least up until the third game, and I should continue playing it. I just haven't had the time to do so. But okay, there's a relation there. We can maybe draw a connection between, like him and Denji, like a parallel. Cool. What the I'm just gonna go to my YouTube community tab and just be like, I just watched Chainsaw Man episode 8. What the fuck? I'm just gonna post that. My friend is like, convenient array were off screen, so they're probably alive. Makima is definitely alive but playing dead. That's what my friend is saying. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Order 66. Okay? So, do I want my glasses? I don't like the way I look like without my glasses most of the time. Maybe if I throw enough of my hair on my face, but... So, agents of the Gun Devil, I'm gonna assume, came in and they like executed Order 66 or something. So Makima is in this train traveling to Kyoto with like her assistant or something, and a bunch of this is the like Makima got shot in the head and then again, right? You usually don't survive that. But you know what stuck out to me is that whenever they were all clearly like bending over and getting their guns, they were making clearly we're grabbing our gun noises, which made me think, okay, Makima's gonna like fuck them up. Because I realized that it was like, okay, this is an assassination attempt. I said it. And the reason why I called it an attempt is because I didn't think it would work. And part of me thinks that it didn't. So, okay, couple things. One, Makima is like way too important of a character, I think. Two, I don't like her. I think she's the main villain. Three, we don't know what contract she has a devil with because all devil hunters seem to have a contract with a devil. Like, that was something that we saw previous episode, that they were introducing themselves and they were like, yeah, my name is Ara, I have a contract with the Fox Devil, you know? And then Aki was like, yeah, okay, you shouldn't go around telling people who you have a contract with. Devil hunters don't usually do that because you want to keep it secret to only those who are really close to you. But that means that, by the way they talked about it, is that demon hunters do regularly have contracts with devils, and this is common. Makima has to have a contract with the devil. So because we don't know her power set, which I was wondering previous episode, this also means to me that I don't fucking like, she could be alive. That's it. That's where I'm going with it. She could be alive. Because in the train, like, she didn't react at all to the assassination attempt, because I realized it, and then they started making all the noises of like, we're getting our guns, and I was like, she's gonna realize, and then nothing happened, and then she got shot and killed, quote unquote. Because she didn't react at all, it makes me think that, like, okay, she doesn't care if she's shot or whatever, you know? Which to me would reveal what the power set is. I don't know what it could be. She has like a contract with like the immortality devil, you know? Like, I mean, it could be a lot of things, right? It could fuck. So I'm thinking that maybe she's gonna come back, but also it could be wrong. Like, I don't fucking know. This threw me off for a loop. I have no idea what's happening anymore, which I really like, by the way. I really like that. Like, I think my favorite thing that a show can do is that, like, fucking throw me off for a loop. Like, I have no fucking clue where I'm standing anymore. Because, like, I enjoy playing detective. I enjoy playing prediction. Like, all of those things are things I like doing, which is why I like picking things apart and being like, okay, this is probably how this is, and this means this. You know, I'm trying to figure stuff out. I think my favorite thing is whenever I have no clue where I'm standing anymore. I feel so lost, and I do like that feeling. Like, it feels like I was building like a tower on Lego or something, and then I don't know, a hurricane came and just fucking took it away, just fucking tore it down, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta rebuild now. I gotta build something different this time, because whatever the fuck I was doing before is gone. So that's how I feel right now. Are Koveni and Arai okay? The first episode where we saw them, which is the first part of the Eternity Devil arc, I was thinking Arai is gonna fucking die. It's specifically him, because in the outro he's like split in the middle, like down to middle, and in the background there's like a shot where you see him in like blood. Given that could have just been cool visuals, that doesn't have to necessarily mean anything, but if I'm putting money, I'm saying that either he's dead or they're both dead. I don't think there is a scenario where he survives. Actually, I mean, he could survive, really. He could. I don't know, man. Because again, you see what I'm doing, right? I'm trying to figure out what could be the case based on previous knowledge, and that doesn't matter anymore, I don't think. Okay, I don't know. Koveni could be dead too. I don't know, dude. This predictions are off the window. I have no clue. What I'm sure about is that like okay, now this makes sense. Previous episode we saw a bunch of other devil hunters that don't matter. The reason why we saw them is because we need to see them again now in order to show them being killed, right? So we can understand the gravity of what's happening, which is this execute order 66 thing. Like, it was very much an order 66 thing. It was very much like, you understand the gravity of the situation. You understand, you see all these cuts of like different devil hunters just getting shot, and it's just like, okay. I'm recording my review of the episode and I have no fucking clue what to say. I'm just pondering existence right now. I have no clue what to do. I'm lost. I'm so fucking lost. I think my glasses still work. They're a little tighter than they were before, but that's okay. They actually really did get like crooked a little bit by that. It's fine. I was gonna replace them anyway sometime soon. Okay, so let's talk about the people that did commit the attack. I have no idea who they were. I mean, they at least the sword dude. The Fox Devil said, "You put something in my mouth this time. It wasn't a devil nor a human." So my guess is that it's something similar to Denji. He also looks very similar to Denji. So like, if Denji made like not a pact, but he like fused with the Chainsaw Devil. Like maybe this guy fused with the Sword Devil, the Machete Devil. I have no idea what this thing is. Man, I hate being right. I had this moment where the Ghost Devil is standing there, and I was like, can you sacrifice more of yourself in order to get more ghost power? And the answer is yes. And it wasn't good. I hated it. I hated every second of it because it didn't fucking matter. I mean, maybe it matters, right? Maybe it does. I'm gonna say it matters. It feels heartbreaking as fuck, but I think it matters. Because the most heartbreaking thing would be Himeno sacrificing literally her entire self in order to save Aki, and then she doesn't even get to. Because the Ghost Devil gets eaten by the Snake Devil or whatever. So I guess the Ghost Devil is physical on a level, even though it shouldn't be. Or at least, I don't know, like in Japanese folklore, like snakes can eat ghosts or something like that. I don't know. Also, what do you have to sacrifice in order for the Snake Devil to do shit with you? I mean, they all disclose their own, like, contracts, so I don't know what the terms are. But yeah, we had a Snake Girl, and we have Sword Boy. And at least the Sword Boy seems to be something similar to Denji. Aki used the sword, and it was good, but then he didn't do anything. So, like, it looked like his soul was taken by the Cursed Devil. I think that's what it is, the Cursed Devil. I told my friend, I'm recording my review of the episode, and I have no clue what to say. And my friend was like, I'm just sitting here. Same. So, Aki used the sword, which proc the Cursed Devil. Was it like Susumebashi? Yeah, it's like, is it like Susumebashi? Man, I gotta watch Bleach 1000-Year World Blood arc. I gotta watch that shit. I'm sitting here procrastinating on it, but Susumebachi is an ability that a character has in Bleach, which is like a stinger that you use in your hand, like a glove, and you use this finger to sting people with. And that ability basically hits you and leaves you like a mark in the area where it hit you, like a tattoo. And if it hits you again in that same area, you just instantly die. So is it something like that? Like, it's not the same area, but like he said now, and then he like struck, and it stabbed the Sword Boy, and then we saw this counter, this mouth saying 3, and then 2, 1, and then it just like, it looked like the fucking Naruto jutsu that like the third Hokage did in Orochimaru, like the one that like sucks your soul. It just literally just takes your soul and your enemy's soul, and it's like, fuck you, you're coming with me to hell. Something like that. The problem with that is that it didn't fucking do anything. And I'm not saying that it doesn't do anything. I'm saying that like it worked because we saw it work. But whatever Sword Boy's deal is, or whatever Snake Girl's deal is that they are able to just come back. For whatever reason, I have no clue. Maybe she's the Resurrection Devil, or whatever. Like, she just goes to someone and goes like, oh, you're back. She can pull your spirit back from hell, or something. I have no clue. So Aki just sacrificed, like, I have no idea what of his life. I'm gonna interpret it as like he just sacrificed like 10 years of his life or something like that, or longer. I have no clue. He just sacrificed life years in order to do that attack, and it did nothing. And then Himeno sacrificed her entire self to do her attack, and I fucking like. The reason why I'm fucking fucked up is because I said it before. This was temporarily the title for episode, like, 6. I changed it now. Fuck, I'm gonna change it back. Fuck you. Himeno is the best character in Chainsaw Man. That's gonna be a title for episode 6 now on my channel. Yes, since the episode where we spent time with her, I was like, I love her. She's the best. I love her a lot. Like, I love Power and I love Himeno like the same, but in very different ways. Power is kind of like what I like almost in a person. In a way, like when I meet someone, they're fun. And I kind of want to be more like that. Himeno is more like a character that's relatable to me on some level. So whenever I understood Himeno and I saw really what Himeno is like, I was like, oh, I really like her a lot, actually. And even if it got really sussy at the end of previous episode, I was still like, I really like her as a character. I hope it doesn't go that direction, but I still like her as a character. It's just a character I really like. And now this episode comes on. I hate that I was like, you're gonna sacrifice body parts, right? And it's like, yes. And I'm like, cool. This could. And then she said, I'm gonna sacrifice all of myself. And I was like, okay. This is a death sequence then. Alright, this is what we're doing today. And then it was. And it was like heartbreaking because we saw her like, first her arm was just gone. And then her other arm was just gone. And I think her legs were gone too. Like, because she was like sitting there. And then at one point, I think it was literally just like a torso. She was like a torso and her like pelvis. I think her legs were gone for like for like one shot. And then the next time Aki sees her, it's just all of her. It's just gone. It's just her clothes and her eye patch. Do I sound stupid for saying that I want an eye patch? Like an immemorial, you know? Like, I want an eye patch just in memory of Himeno. But also just because I think eye patches are cool. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've always considered having an eye patch. Just because I oftentimes have headaches in like one side of my head. And oftentimes I'm just like, I don't want to see light right now. I just want to completely make this one side of my head just disappear. And honestly, like, I feel like an eye patch would be good for that. Just like, I need to look at my screen, I gotta work, but fucking just turn off my right side right now. Turn off my left side right now. Though, saying that, it feels like just the feeling of having something on my face would probably not be good. So maybe it would be counterproductive. But I don't know, man. If an official Himeno eye patch merch comes out, I'll buy it. I mean, there's a lot of shit I want to buy. I'm probably not going to buy it, but I would want to. That's what I'm getting at. She's so cool. I like her sequence. So, while she was dying, when she was sacrificing herself, she was saying, well, thinking to herself that, like, she cares about Aki so much. It's so clear, it's so obvious, and she says it, but the reason why is because she likes seeing Aki cry, in a way. Because that means that that's the reason why she liked him to begin with. In the flashback scene, the first one that we see, where Aki goes and puts some, like, what was it? Some gum on that woman's, like, clothing, and Hime just starts laughing and crying. And the reason for that is because that's, like, the first time Himeno sees in, like, a person that, like, they care. And that's it. Like, that was it. That was enough for Himeno to just be like, I'm gonna die for this guy because he's someone that cares. And just seeing that, and I 100% empathize with this feeling too. It's the idea that you meet someone that shows so much caring, not necessarily for you. It could be for you, but just in general. When you're so jaded and when you see so much shit in the world that it's just like it makes you think that nothing matters. It makes you think that, like, everything is shit. And then suddenly you see someone that is just shows you, like, an inkling of someone who still cares, someone who still has feelings and emotions. That's, like, that person becomes super precious to you. It definitely becomes someone that's, it's like, it would change your life. Because it's like the first time that you see that. It's like seeing a fucking unicorn. So, of course, she becomes like this. But I like that as she's dying, that's what she says. She's like, that's what Aki is to her. She likes seeing when he cries, caring about, like, the partners that he loses. Because he cares. while Himeno is someone that's like so beaten down by life, and she stops caring. She turns to alcohol and tobacco, and she's just like loses herself in vices and shit. And she doesn't give a shit a lot of the time. When it comes to nothing, she doesn't seem to give a shit, unless we're talking about Aki. And that's the thing. She cares about Aki because Aki is, in a way, for her, like a something that shows her that you can care about the world. She doesn't, but she cares about Aki because to her, that's like seeing a cryptid. That's like seeing a magical creature. Like, no one gives a shit in this world. Why do you? That's so crazy for her to see. So, yes, I like that she brings that up while she's dying. And of course, if she was gonna die, she was gonna die this way, sacrificing herself for Aki. I hate these 2 new characters that showed up. I do, because they took away my Himeno. You know what I really like too? I really like the Ghost Devil. I do. Even though it took away my Himeno. It's the Ghost Devil, the one that took away my Himeno, but I really like the Ghost Devil's design. It's creepy and fucked up, and I like it. I kind of want to read the manga because it kind of looks like a Gans monster or something. Like this pile of arms and guts and shit, and it has this like giant creepy as fuck face with like sutured eyes and mouth, and it's like smiling, and the hair and everything. It's so cool. I like the Ghost Devil a lot. It's such a cool design. All right, hello. Sorry, I'm interrupting the original video in order to add an extra thing that I wanted to address here. I'm recording this audio a day after the original video, so I wanted to add something here. And yeah, sorry, there's no visuals to this because I don't want to turn my camera right now because I look like shit. So yeah, I'm fully embracing the what this video really is, which is just a podcast where I just talk about shows. But okay, so I was just talking about the Ghost Devil and how much I love their design, but something I wanted to point out, it's something I didn't realize immediately because honestly I was so shocked and afraid and scared of everything that was happening. I wasn't fully processing information as I should have, so I didn't realize a key aspect of the Ghost Devil's design, which my friend pointed out for me because I was telling my friend who I've been talking about Chainsaw Man for the past day, and we've been losing our minds since last episode, and my friend pointed out to me that it's a freaky Japanese dead woman ghost made of arms, but also covered in flowers off the graves, which is so representative of Himeno. To which I replied, fuck you for making me realize that. Because I didn't realize that it was covered in flowers. Like the body of the Ghost Devil is really just a bunch of flowers and arms. And it makes so much sense that it's flowers because it's the Ghost Devil. It's representing the dead, and it's also incredibly representative of Himeno because half the scenes we see of Himeno are flashbacks where she's standing over the dead graves of her dead partners, and that's what beaten her down into nothingness, into an uncaringness. And every time she's carrying flowers that she puts on their grave. So the fact that the Ghost Devil has a body made of flowers and arms and everything, like I love the aspect of the like Japanese dead woman ghost. I love that, but the fact that it's a bunch of hands as well as a bunch of flowers and they look so pretty is incredible to me. I love that aspect of its design so much. It is really good representative design, but also just design in general. I love it so much. And like I'm sorry I didn't realize it immediately because again I wasn't fully processing information. I was just like freaking the fuck out. So I just wanted to address that real quick because I can see people already typing and being like, hey, that you didn't clearly look at it. Because I think I said it was like, I don't know, like intestines or something, and it's like that's not what it was. It was a bunch of flowers, which is pretty and also sad and fucked up. Alright, see you guys in a couple minutes when I have to correct something else. I really like Japanese ghosts, the Yudas. I don't know what the name would be for like the Ringu ghosts, you know? Because that's very much a Japanese thing. It's the idea of like black hair, long hair woman covering her face and she looks creepy and pale, and it's like I like that, and that's definitely an influence for what the Ghost Devil looks like here. It makes sense that this is the way the Ghost Devil will look like. but then a bunch of like fucked up arms and shit, and it's like, okay, that's cool. Also, this makes sense why the Ghost Devil would give Himeno one of their hands for Himeno to use. It's like, oh, I'm personally using the right hand of the Ghost Devil. It's like, no, fuck that. The Ghost Devil has like thousands of arms to give you. He just gives random people a random bunch of arms, and it's like, okay. Anyway, the animation in this episode was fucking nuts. The fight was so good. Everything about it was so good. Everything about Blade Boy, the katana, the Cursed Devil, and then the Ghost Devil. The Ghost Devil more than anything, because he really reminded me of like fucking, I don't know, Gans again, or Berserk or something, like some fucked up demon shit. I really liked it a lot. Denji got shot in the head. He's gonna be fine. He's the main character. He's fine. Like, he's literally been through worse. He was literally chopped into pieces. I think Pochita will fix him up right up. I think it's gonna be fine for Denji. But he got shot in the head. You know what I just realized? Like, Denji's probably gonna tell Aki. I mean, if Aki survives. Which I'm thinking will be the case, right? Because I was thinking it would be really depressing, and it was when it happened, that the snake just ate the ghost, and then it's like, well, nothing. Just Himeno's gone for nothing. You know, she sacrificed herself for nothing. Which would make me feel really fucking shitty. And I don't know what's gonna happen next episode, so I'm worried about that. But in... what did I want to say? Sorry, brain is no good right now. Fuck this episode. Fuck anime. Fuck everything about Japan and media in general. So, if Aki survives, something really sad that just hit me that could happen is Denji might just tell him, like, she wanted to get together with you, and like, she was gonna help me get with Makima, and the deal was that I was gonna help her get together with you. And like, how heartbreaking would that be if you're Aki in that situation after what just saw happening? I mean, it would make a lot of sense for how she sacrificed herself, because I don't think she ever made her feelings clear. I think every time she was with Aki, she was like putting on her like cheery performance. She was never being herself. Fuck. I hate this show. It's so good. What else happened in this episode? Let me dare skim through the episode to see what happened in it. That's why we spent so much time at the beginning seeing Himeno walking home and take a shower and shit. That's why we spent so much time. Because this was going to be Himeno's send-off. That's what that was. It was like a weird swan song. It was like, yeah, take a look at what it's like being Himeno. Just like stumble into your lonely home, pass out on the floor, then pass out on top of this kid. And then she was like taking his shoes off and like carrying him to bed, which is like, she's taking care of him. Like, she's fucked up and drunk, but she's taking care of him, which in some way shows that she cares, right? Because that's the only way you become someone like that, is if you care, and then the world beats you down, and you stop caring as a result. But you never really stop. It's just like you become a weird husk, but someone can pull that feeling out of you. And that's what Aki was to Himeno. So we see that. We see her caring. She takes a shower. We see there's like a weird shot where she like takes her beer off the refrigerator, then she closes it, and then she kind of leans into it. And it could just be like, whatever, she's dizzy, she's just like at the verge of passing out. But it looked, and I'm not saying that this was what happened or what, but the way it was directed feels like maybe they wanted this to feel this way, because feeling some vibes is completely different from the way things literally are. But they could have tried to convey this by the way they directed the scene. And it's when she leans into the refrigerator, it looks like she's just fucking sad. It looks so fucking sad. Because the way the shot is composited too. Yeah, and then she just like squats on the floor. But like the way the shot is composited too, she looks so tiny and lonely in the rest of her house, which is also a mess. So yeah, I think that's what it was. We just get to see a bunch of like Himeno stuff because, hey, this is gonna be the last episode with Himeno, so. Okay, I'm fucked up. Power didn't do anything. Girl, you needed to do something. But then at the same time, she said, like, I don't know if I could do anything. Like, I couldn't even follow his movement. Because, yeah, Blade Boy, like, literally just... I don't know what he did to Aki. Okay, this is interesting. Weird theory. JoJo-ass fucking theory. He stopped time. I'm basing... Okay, there's like a level of groundwork behind this theory. And it's... So he did the very cool samurai anime thing where he was in front of him and then the next frame he's like behind him. And then Aki just exploded in blood. It's like, okay, this happens in like samurai movies and shit. You know, this is like a cool trope. But I was thinking that he would like slice through him, you know? But he didn't. He only sliced like the front. So like he didn't go through him. And I'm thinking like, how is that making any sense? And this could just be some anime bullshit. Like this doesn't have to make sense, right? He just sliced them, shut up, don't worry about it. But like I'm thinking like, how did he slice him that fast? And the only slice that we see is like here, like in front, not through. And then he was behind him. How did that happen? And the only thing I can come up with is like, he stopped time. Like, I don't know, he stopped time, he showed up in front of him, he just did like a cool slice, not like a slice through, just like a slice just open in the front. And then he just walked behind him, and then that was that. That's literally the only thing I can think about. I mean, there could be other ways, but I don't know. I like time stop as an ability. I would like to see it here, but that would be fucked up to fight. I'm pulling shit on my ass now. I have no idea what his abilities are. I have no idea what Snake Girl's abilities are, other than snakes. I have no idea whether he survived the Curse Devil thing, because he very much should be fucked up. At least if we are to understand how the Curse Devil works. It's specifically, like... I don't know, like, it sounds like it should have worked, and it didn't, so there has to be a reason why. Okay, so another correction or thing I want to add here is that I was just talking about how I wasn't sure what the deal is with Aki's, like, sword curse thing. So, first things first, again, this is something that was only slightly mentioned in the episode, and I didn't fully process what the characters were saying, because again, I was just losing my fucking mind. But Aki's sword is not really a sword, it's a nail. And again, like, even though he was using it, the action was moving so fast that I didn't fully process that it was a nail, and I didn't process the one word that Power said, which was nail. And I realized that they were talking about nails at one point, but I was like, what does that mean? And it was because I didn't realize what the fuck they were talking about. So basically, Aki's sword is really just a nail. It's a giant nail. And the reason why it's a nail is because of the Japanese folktale Ushi no Toki Mairi, also known as Ox Hour Shrine Visit. That is the literal translation. So let me read this a little bit from the Wikipedia article that I have here. This refers to a prescribed method of laying a curse upon a target that is traditional to Japan, so called because it is conducted during the hours of the ox, between 1 and 3 a.m. The practitioner, while dressed in white and crowning themselves with an iron ring set with 3 lit candles upright, hammers nails into a sacred tree. In the modern day common conception, the nails are driven through a straw effigy of the victim impaled upon the tree behind it. So this is, I knew about this folktale, I knew about it, but I didn't realize that was a nail, and therefore I didn't really make a connection, and maybe I wouldn't have made the connection anyway, but my friend did, and my friend was talking about, like, yes, the first time I heard about this folktale was when I was playing Pokemon, because if you use curse in Pokemon, you see how you impale, like, a nail into the enemy, and then that's when the spell comes through. I was like, cool. I learned about it from the song From Me to You Too, also known as Kimi ni mo Todoke, from the Danganronpa 2 soundtrack, sang by Ibuki Miyoda, my favorite character. I'm gonna play a little bit of it here, just so you can understand the kind of music that I'm into, because even though this is kind of a joke song in the game, I fucking love it. It's like genuinely one of my favorite soundtrack pieces in anything. But anyway, something I wanted to bring up is that, okay, let me read this like little bit from the Wikipedia article for this folktale again. The ritual must be repeated 7 days running, after which the curse is believed to succeed, causing death to the target, but being witnessed in the act is thought to nullify the spell. Okay, so that's really important. I was wondering in the episode, like, why didn't it do anything? Because it looked like it did something, but then, like, the sword boy just stood up again. And he stood up after Snake Girl came in and, like, helped him stand up. So I was like, oh, what is her ability? What is this ability? Like, how is this working? Because the thing is that we see an entire, like, really cool animation about, like, the cursed devil, like, taking him. So I was like, okay, something happened, but then it looked like nothing happened. So, if we go by the folktale Ushi no Tokimairi, then that means that it is possible to nullify the spell, and the spell is nullified by someone witnessing it happening. So, if we go back to that episode, what we see is that Aki is nailing this guy, and then after the act is done, we look to the side and we see that Snake Girl is just standing there. Aki is surprised and he's like, are you one of his allies? The girl says, that was the cursed devil, right? So I guess if you hit him enough times, then like you defeat him. Or something, I don't exactly remember the words that she used, but it was something like that. So what I'm thinking is that, like, she witnessed him doing it. And, like, okay, maybe just witnessing isn't enough, because Power was watching and Himeno were watching, so, yeah, no, witnessing it is not just enough to nullify it. But maybe it's more like, if someone witnesses it happening and they understand what is happening, then they can personally choose to nullify the spell. If Snake Girl is an ally of Sword Boy, which she seems to be, then she witnesses what happened, and she also understands what happened because she goes, oh, the cursed devil, and then she explains the mechanic. So, what I'm thinking might be the case is that she saw it happen, and she knows what happened and what devil did it, so she knows that this is a cursed devil. She knows how the mechanics work because she said it, which then makes her, like, eligible to undo it. So then she just walks up to the sword boy and she's like, all right, I'm gonna undo the spell. Because I witnessed it happening, I know exactly what happened, which means I can just walk in and say, like, nope, didn't happen. So that's what I'm thinking. That's a good explanation, actually. That's a good theory I'm throwing out there. So I'm actually kind of happy about that one. Because the entire time I was watching that, I was like, why? Like, because something looked like something happened, but then nothing happened. Like, he just stood up again. So I'm like, why? I was thinking, like, maybe it's one of their abilities, like either Snake Girl's ability or Sword Boy's ability. I have no idea what they can do. We just saw them for the first time here, but maybe it's just the mechanics of the Cursed Devil. Because if we follow the original folktale, which this is based on, which is Ushi no Tokimairi, then yes, if maybe there is an in-universe way to nullify the spell, which is witnessing it and just saying, nope, I'm gonna choose to cancel it. So yes, that could be the case. That would make somewhat of a sense, and I do kind of like that idea, and I hope I'm right on that. What I don't know is whether or not the, like, years of Aki's life are going to be taken away or not, or like what is exactly being taken away. I think by the way they talk about it is like years of his life, but like if the spell is nullified, does it still like take stuff from him? Like I'm gonna say the Chainsaw Man world is not kind, so I'm gonna say yes, but I have no idea. I guess we'll see. I guess this is what I'm wondering. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for this intermission. I'm gonna go back to the original video now so you can continue hearing me talk about the episode. See you then. Makima got fucking shot like a million times. I watched JoJo Part 5. That doesn't necessarily have to mean that she's dead. I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore. Whatever I say doesn't matter. Like, I'm like 40 minutes into this, like, the review. Whatever I say doesn't matter because I don't fucking know where this is gonna go. Denji had restraint and he didn't fuck Himeno. That was good. I'm glad that happened. And I like that Himeno later, next day, was like, you know, they throw you in jail for shit like that. I'm glad I didn't do anything. It's like, yes, they do, Himeno. Yes, they do. I am also glad he didn't do anything. But Denji had his first indirect kiss with a like a popsicle. Not a popsicle, a fucking whatever the fuck that thing is called. But Makima is the one that came with it, right? Which means that she was already thinking about doing that. She came sucking on it already, and then she just gave it to him. So that was something Makima did, which shows like planning into the future. So this is like the one moment of Makima that I was like, oh, interesting. When she's in the train and she's talking about last night, and she was like, last night's drinks were very good. And to me, that was interesting because I realized that was like literally the only moment we've seen in the entire show where she just talks to herself, I think. Because I feel like every other time, whenever she's on screen, I feel like she's talking to someone that is under her. Or I guess we had a scene with her in like the council or whatever the fuck the other guys were. But she didn't get to do or say anything in that scene. But like, it struck me because I feel like every time Makima's on screen, at least so far, it's been like, I don't believe you. Like, every time she does anything, I'm like, you're doing this for a reason. I have no idea what the reason is. I have no idea what you want. I have no idea what your goal or motivations are. And whenever she was in this train and she was like, last night's dreams were very good, and she's just looking out the window, that was like literally, I think, the only scene in the entire show where Makima has actually like expressed something that I feel comes from her. So that was really interesting to me. That was really weird. Which is why I suddenly got this feeling of like something's important about this train sequence. Okay, but if these people are Gun Devil agents, that means the Gun Devil has a degree of power? I mean, I'm just assuming they're the Gun Devil agents just because of what this guy said. Okay, he said granddad. Okay, the Yakuza guy was the granddad. Well, he says that here the Gun Devil's after your heart. How do they know this? How do they know this? How does Denji not know this? Like, most people don't even know he has a Poshita heart. How do they know? How do they know what the Gun Devil knows? Which is why I'm thinking they might be like Gun Devil agents. But if that's the case, then they're working for the Gun Devil, which means the Gun Devil has a degree of power. Like an organization, like the Gun Devil is the president of the United States of America. Okay, no. But something they made a point of mentioning is that like he had a gun, which maybe the guns are important. Maybe the guns are not normal guns. Because guns are a specific thing in this universe. So maybe the Gun Devil can produce guns and he just gives guns to other people. Maybe. I don't know. That could be the case. I'm just talking out of my ass now. I can stop. I feel like I should stop. I feel like this is just me rambling about nonsense at this point. I'm fucked up. I like Himeno a lot as a character. I really like the apparition of the Ghost Devil. It was really cool. It was all really cool. Her death sequence was fucking cool. I wish she had survived, because one of the main things I really like in character design, and this was also kind of the reason why I like Himeno, is whenever a character is missing something. An eye, an arm, could be a leg, but usually it's an eye and an arm, both actually. Usually it's the opposite, right? Like you're missing your right eye and then your left arm. So you're left like this, right? Like this, yes. And that's cool. I like that in Guts from Berserk. I like that in Biken from Guilty Gear. Who else is... I mean, I like that in Himeno, she's missing an eye. I was hoping she would only lose an arm, but she lost her everything. So that was kind of shit. There's a lot of characters I like that are, like, fucked up like that. So I was kind of hoping she would only lose an arm. I don't know. But no, she's just gone. And this show sucks now. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what this group is. I don't know what their powers are. I'm just gonna go. Like, it's interesting because this is episode 8, right? And I think this is gonna be a 12 episode season, because I don't think the end of the show comes in episode 12. I'm just gonna say it's just a season. If that's the case, then I was thinking, like, we gotta hit something here at the end in order to make it, like, almost worthwhile. Because I'm not gonna say it's been a bad journey, but the past 7 episodes have been very character heavy, which it's fine, it's great. That's why I love the show. But I was thinking, where is the plot? What is the plot? What are we actually doing here? And I was thinking, if we're gonna do 12 episodes, I feel like we gotta get plot at some point. This has to matter in some way. It couldn't just be 12 episodes of like, here's this character. So I guess I got what I asked for. But it was way more student than I thought, and I kind of hate it. I mean, I like it. It's really good, right? This episode is the best episode of the show so far, by far. It's a great episode. I have no fucking clue what's happening. I know my favorite character's dead. I still have power. That's fine. I still have power. If they take power away from me, I'm not going to entertain that thought. I'm just going to go now. I think that's going to be it for this episode reaction to Chainsaw Man. Thank you guys for watching. I will go and give like a proper watch and listen to the ending again. But like that first time I was just like, fuck the show. I'm not paying attention. So I'm sorry whoever the artist for this outro is. I'm just gonna go now. Thank you so much you guys for watching this episode reaction to Chainsaw Man. See you guys next week. And alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode reaction to Chainsaw Man. If you would like to watch the next episode reaction already, you can already do so over at the Patreon. Check out the no, that's I'm operating on I'm auto completing the dialogue. If you would like to watch the next episode of the show, then subscribe to the channel so you'll watch it as soon as it comes out. You can go to the Patreon and check full length reactions and just support the channel. I would help out a lot. I'm fucked this show. I'm gone. See you guys later. Bye.